Travis Scott was everywhere in 2020. If you went to McDonald's, you could order the Travis Scott meal.
I'm Travis Scott, this is my McDonald's order.
If you logged into Fortnite, you could get the Travis Scott outfit.
Travis Scott wants you to get these squad wins for the crew tonight.
It seemed like the rapper could collaborate with just about anything, at least until the tragedy at the 2021 Astroworld Festival.
8 people killed, hundreds more injured when the crowd surged as Travis Scott was on stage.
Travis decided to keep a low profile after this, so it wasn't 2 years later until the rapper brought back his collaborative spirit, this time in his music.
Situation we are in at this time, neither a good one.
Travis Scott produced nearly every song on his 2023 album Utopia, but he didn't do it alone, and there's some heavy influence from his collaborators throughout the project. Travis Scott doesn't usually have a chorus with as few words as show up on Fiend, and instead the song sounds more like something the future Playboy Cardi would put together. Vamp Anthem is from Playboy Cardi's 2020 album Whole Lotta Red, and ends with 30 seconds of this repeated chorus. And there's some similar repetition on his 2018 album Die Lit, on tracks like Lean For Real. Playboy Cardi songs also tend to use a lot of synth chords. Just look at New Neon, another song from Whole Lotta Red. Travis Scott's take on this Playboy Cardi sound in the track Fiend also has some synth chords, and even a similar pitch sliding effect.
Just come outside for the night.
Travis Scott produced Fiend with Jahan Sweet, who hasn't made a song with just Playboy Cardi, but has brought this synth-heavy sound to a few other artists.
Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo.
Like Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale in The Big Steppers, on the track N95. And Jahan Sweet also snuck his way onto Taylor Swift's 2023 album Midnights, with the track Karma.
You talking shit for the hell of it, addicted to betrayal but you're relevant.
This almost sounds like a Playboy Cardi song. All you'd need to do is change the drums. Playboy Cardi and his take on rage rap isn't the only subgenre of hip-hop that Travis Scott looked in on his search for Utopia.
Lost on islands driven in boat cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both eyes.
Lost Forever has a feature from Westside Gun and production from The Alchemist, with the first part of the song here made from a sample of Chuck Senrich's 1977 song Don't Be So Nice. Combined with James Blake's vocals from the track Forever. Since this song has production from The Alchemist, you might expect it to have some drums similar to the producer's recent work with Freddie Gibbs, like on their 2020 album Alfredo.
Microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that blood out of Sabana, I pray to Mecca.
Taking these kind of drums and putting them on Travis Scott's Lost Forever might sound something like this.
Lost on islands driven in boat cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both eyes.
But instead, this Travis Scott song barely has a kick or snare at all.
Lost on islands driven in boat cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both eyes.
The production here is more like the stuff by the feature, Westside Gun, who's already made a few songs with The Alchemist.
Hey yo, all you wanna do is suck my dick. Let me chill for a minute, you looking at me like, ooh daddy, you with it?
Liz Loves Luger is from Westside Gun's 2020 album Who Made the Sunshine, and it doesn't have a kick, a trend that goes even further on another Alchemist collab, Ostertag, which doesn't have any drums at all.
Don't make me send my dog through there in the Yukon mask. Husky nigga hanging out the 2-door Benz.
Westside Gun has an influence on Travis Scott's Utopia, but it seems mostly limited to the song where he shows up. But that's not the case for another artist.
My theme song.
My leather black jeans on, my by any means on, and I'm getting my scream on.
Kanye West's 2013 album Yeezus was the source of 2 different songs on Travis Scott's Utopia, with this track, Kanye's Black Skinhead, sounding nearly identical to Travis Scott's Circus Maximus.
A walking attraction, a walking distraction.
And the other track on Utopia is Modern Jam.
This right here, my new modern jam. I'm on fire, the new burning man.
Which sounds like an early version of I Am a God.
Song is what she said, I am a god.
Yeezus was the first album where Travis Scott had production credits, which explains where he got these 2 songs, although I'm not sure why he decided to reference this part of his career. But there are a few more songs that were meant for another Kanye album.
God, country, this is war.
3 songs on Travis Scott's Utopia, like this one, God's Country, were first put together in the recording sessions for Kanye's 2021 album Donda, which has some tracks that also make heavy use of vocal samples, like Believe What I Say.
You need something unexpected. Some form of weapon.
Donda also has some other instruments that make it, at least in part, a gospel album. There's the organ that shows up on tracks like Pure Souls.
Life changed when you famous. I remember back before the change, we was nameless.
And the Sunday service choir in tracks like 24.
24 hours, 24 candles.
There's nothing this religious on the other 2 songs that were meant for Donda.
Used to wanna fucking R&B, bitch, and that shit happened.
Telekinesis goes between Travis Scott, Future, and SZA for 5 minutes. And Thank God is only gospel if you look at the name.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers.
These 2 songs may have been recorded for Donda, but their synth-heavy and multi-part instrumentals sound a lot closer to some of Travis's older stuff.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know.
Before Utopia was Travis Scott's 2018 album Astroworld, in the song Sicko Mode. It may have only spent 1 week on top of the Billboard charts, but it racked up enough sales to go diamond, and did all of this while being over 5 minutes long. This is halfway through, where Sicko Mode drops into a Take Keith beat notable for its emphasis on the drums, and it sounds a lot like the middle of a song on Travis Scott's Utopia.
Yeah, is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy?
Drake shows up for one song on Utopia, One That Matters Anyway, and Meltdown not only has this Take Keith sounding instrumental halfway through, but also starts with Drake on a completely different beat.
T-time like I got a cup of this shit. T-time like golf at 5:45.
Drake must have also seen the success with this formula, and the opening track on his 2022 album with 21 Savage again drops into a Take Keith beat halfway through.
You need to find you someone.
Travis may have been aiming for another Sicko Mode when he put together his album Utopia, but combining multiple songs is something he does all the time. Even this project has songs like the 6-minute Schizo. And all the way back on Travis Scott's 2015 debut album Rodeo, you can find multiple songs in just one title, like Oh My Decide.
Let me tell you a little story about this side. You really can't make it on this side.
This isn't the kind of song structure that usually makes its way to the top of the charts. Imagine if Morgan Wallen's hit Last Night jumped to something else halfway through.
No, it was our last night.
These multi-part songs are just one of the places that Travis Scott went looking on his search for Utopia, with some others brought by the artists that show up here like Playboy Cardi and Westside Gun, and a bigger influence from those who don't, mostly Kanye West. That still doesn't even cover the impact of some of the other guests on this project, like Kid Cudi or Beyonce. But maybe you can use these ideas in your own music, or just listen to this album a little differently.